There was an elementary school here. I understand the class was talking about Bible stories. Of course, I know most schools aren't really allowed to talk about God and Bible stories, and that wouldn't be the thing to do nowadays. But this class, they were talking about Bible stories, and each of the students went to the front of the class and told his or her favorite Bible story. Well, this little girl, she went up to the head of the class, and she was talking about the Bible story of Jonah and the whale. Now, I don't know if everybody knows about Jonah and the whale or not, but for those people that remember the story, the little girl was telling her classmates about it, and the teacher, she said, Sally, that's really a stupid story. First of all, it's physically impossible for a whale to swallow up a human being. It can't be done. That's a dumb, stupid Bible story. What are you telling that for? It's stupid. Of course, the little girl, she was feeling pretty bad. She was embarrassed in front of her classmates. And she said to the teacher, she says, well, when I die and go to heaven, I'm going to ask Jonah if that was really happened or not. And the teacher says, well, what if he didn't go to heaven? Then what? Well, the little girl says, well, then you ask him then. Well, that put the teacher in her place, didn't it? I heard a story about somebody walking along the seashore a couple of summers ago, and there was a kind of a metallic silvery object washed on the shore, and they went over to it and picked it up, and they kind of washed it off, and it looked like an Aladdin's lamp. So they rubbed that thing. They like to rub anyway, and they rubbed the Aladdin's lamp, and guess what? A genie popped out! And the genie said, you know what the routine is, don't you? You have 3 wishes. And you can make 3 wishes, and I'll grant those wishes to you, but one of the wishes can't be for more wishes. You get 3 of them. That's it. But keep in mind, before you wish, everything you wish for, your ex-wife is going to get twice as much than you do. That's just the way it works. So the guy thought, well, what am I going to wish for? My ex-wife's going to get twice as much. The genie says, what's your first wish? Your wish is my command. Well, the guy said, I want to be wealthy. I want to have $20 million. The genie says, okay, that's fine. You can have $20 million, but your ex-wife, she's going to get $40 million. The guy says, okay, all right. Oh, I can live with that. The genie says, what's your second wish? The guy said, I want to be popular. I want people to like me. I want to be famous. The genie says, okay, but your wife, your ex-wife, she's going to be twice as popular as what you are. Twice as famous. The guy says, that's fine. I can live with that too, just so I don't have to see the bitch. The genie says, now this is your final wish. Don't blow it. This is your final wish, so make sure it's something you really want. And the guy thought for about 2 minutes. And he said, Genie, I want you to come over here, and I want you to beat me half to death. Think, people, think, think. What do you think, these jokes grow on trees or something? You gotta think about it, folks. Did you hear about Forrest Gump? You know Forrest Gump? You know the guy, I don't know what I'm gonna eat when I get the box of chocolates. Every piece is a different thing. You never know what you're gonna get. You know that guy. Well, he died. And he went to the pearly gates, and St. Peter was there, and he says, well, before I open up the gate to heaven, you have to answer 3 questions correctly. And if you do, I'll open the gate for you. You can go to heaven. Not hell, heaven. Oh. And Forrest Gump said, okay. And St. Peter says, well, how many days of the week start with the letter T? And Forrest Gump thought, he says, well, that's easy, 2 of them. And St. Peter says, which 2? And Forrest Gump said, today and tomorrow. St. Peter says, well, I guess that's true. I'll have to give that to you. And St. Peter said, well, how many seconds are there in a year? It's a tough one, isn't it? Huh? It's pretty hard. How many seconds are there in a year? Forrest? And Forrest says, oh, that's easy. There's 12. St. Peter said, 12? Where do you get that number from? Forrest Gump says, well, there's January 2nd, February 2nd, March 2nd, April 2nd, and so forth. St. Peter says, well, I guess that's true. Yes, I'll have to give that to you too. Now, this is going to be a stumper. This is the 3rd question. If you get it wrong, which I kind of hope you do, you're going to go direct to hell. Don't collect $200 or nothing. Just go to hell. But if you get it right, I'll open this pearly gate for you. That'd be fun. St. Peter says, what's God's name? What's his name? His real name? Forrest Gump said, that's easy. His name's Andy. St. Peter says, Andy? Where the hell did you come up with Andy at? Forrest Gump says, it's all through the Bible. Everywhere you read, it's in the Bible. Andy blessed the children, and he walked with them. St. Peter's, he put his hand over his eyes. He said, Forrest, run, run! What do you think these jokes are, I can just pull them out of my ass for you? There's a, if you look hard enough, boys and girls, right underneath, here, let me try to get it for you. See the little 5 stars there? It says ratings. Push 5! Come on! Come on, be fair, please! Please be fair.